Hi everyone, I'm JD from Willowbound Journals, and I am super excited to officially launch the beginning of my new course, the Intentional List Journal course, and I'm actually putting the first video up for free on my channel here for you today, so you can get a taste of what to expect from the daily prompts, where I'm posting my process videos each day onto the course website along with the list prompt and a written post. There's also weekly Zoom calls, but I'll put up the replays on the website as well for those who can't make them in person. All the details for the Zoom calls are on the website already. And this is a self-paced course, so you can take 2 months to complete it if you want, or you can take 2 years or 20 years. But the idea is that it will run for the month of October if you want to do it at the same time as me. And yeah, there is a whole bunch of list prompts designed to help us reflect on our lives and who we are and what matters to us, so that we can create a more meaningful life that lines up with who we are and our values and what matters to us. So early bird price and early access has now ended. The full price is down below in the description box with details on how you can sign up. But basically you can register through either direct deposit if you're in Australia or through PayPal. And then once you have registered, you just need to email me so I can send you the link to the course website. And I'm just having so much fun filling up my journal using the treasures. So you can bring any journaling style to this course. It's very flexible and you can use any supplies. For me, I am challenging myself to use some beautiful treasures from Amity Bloom and Johanna Clough. And the idea is that every page at least will include one treasure on it. And the more I'm filling up my pages, the more I'm just loving this journal. And actually it's inspiring me to use more of the treasures and perhaps to do another journal where I put more and more of the treasures, because this one I just wanted to ease myself into it with a few treasures here and there. But now that I've done it with a little bit of treasures, I might want to do it with a lot of treasure. So I am going to switch over, kind of start this video again so that you can see the entire video from start to finish that is on the website, and just give you a little taster of what you can expect. And then if you want to see all the rest of the videos for all the prompts and all of my process filling up this journal throughout the month of October, then feel free to register. And so excited to go on this wonderful journey with you as we go deeper and hopefully create a life that is just way more meaningful, way more significant, and way more in line with what really matters to us. Hi journalers, welcome to day 1 of the Intentional List course. So excited that you're here joining me on this creative journey. So our first prompt is words for the year. If you've taken the Intentional Life course, you know that I always begin that with word for the year. So what I realized as I was going through this year was that my word kept changing, or not so much changing, but that I got new words. So my word for the year going into 2025 was ease. And basically the idea behind that was that, yes, life has struggles. There will always be struggles in life. They will always come. And yes, life will always have dark and painful times, but I just wanted to go through life and through the struggles and dark times with a bit more ease. So that meant creating things or taking steps to create a life of more ease. So with the word for the year, I got active and put in place some steps. So
one of the things that I did was start a new morning routine where I would begin the day reading some scripture. And so I've been reading through the Psalms, especially this year. I read through all 150 of them, one per day. But when I finished doing that, I just was like, no, I feel like I need to stay in the Psalms. They are speaking to me. So I just went back to the beginning, and I'm up to Psalm 70 something at the moment. And yeah, I'm just really, really enjoying reading a psalm a day. It's sort of like a morning reset every morning. And then after that, I do some journaling. So I always start with gratitude and just thanking God for all the goodness in my life. And then if I have any prayer requests, I put them there too and sort of pray through journaling. Then later on in the year, I added an extra little morning practice as well. I put a timer on for 10 minutes where I set this solitude time where I can just be with God. I close my eyes and I just have some phrases that I repeat if I'm struggling in that time. And those phrases are, here I am. So basically, here I am, I'm coming here, I'm showing up every morning to spend time with you, God. And then the next phrase is, come as you are, meaning I can just come as I am. I don't have to judge myself or feel guilty if my thoughts wander or for how I'm feeling or what's on my mind. God just accepts me completely as I am, so I can just bring it all, bring all the emotion, bring all the thoughts, bring all the worries, bring whatever I'm going through. The next phrase is draw near. So it's an invitation for God to step into where I am, to meet me where I am, meet me in my situation. And then finally, the final phrase that I repeat is look at love loving. So this idea that God is love, and if I just look at him, I'm looking at love and I'm just letting myself be loved and receiving his love. So as I come as I am, whatever that is, he will just love me in that. So it's been very reassuring. And yeah, I have been really enjoying this process, and then I will journal anything that might come out from that as well. So yeah, that was one of the big things that I changed for the year that has really helped me, and I have definitely seen more ease in my life because of that, because it's been like a morning reset all the time that I can always turn to. Another thing I tried to do was limit my technology and social media screen time, just so I could focus on things that really matter and not get lost down rabbit holes and time wasting and all that kind of thing that doesn't make me feel good at the end of it. So I've been trying to actually put my phone in a drawer to hide it away. I've been trying to, just not watch it, like, because usually it's YouTube for me or Instagram, or constantly checking email and Facebook and all these things. So I'm just trying to limit that as best I can. Still trying to find solutions for that, but my main goal as well is to try not to rely on it at night. Although, yeah, I'm learning some new strategies around that and new ways of looking at technology and that kind of thing. But anyway, want to get on to the next word, which is alive. So throughout this year, I just felt like I was learning a lot about what it means to come alive. And there was that moment where I was at the show and the fireworks were just beautiful, and this song came on, I Want Something Just Like This, and I was in full agreement. And yeah, I just been having conversations with the God around what does it mean to actually come alive. And I came to the conclusion that it's when you are just so bursting full of life, that feeling where you're just overflowing because you're just so filled with life. And it can come from anything, from fireworks, from a time with your friends, or a delicious meal, or a good book where you're just full of life. So just this idea that Jesus came to give life and came to give full life. I've just been really exploring what the full life means, what the abundant life means, what it means to come alive. And then as I just looked back, I realized, oh, okay, alive seems to be a word that keeps popping up at the moment and is a lesson that I keep learning throughout the year. So I realized maybe my word had changed from ease to alive. And I think that you can't get to feeling alive until you've got the ease. Because if you're just struggling the whole way through and fighting the whole way through, it's hard to feel like you're coming alive. So yeah, it's just been like this natural step that has happened that I didn't know I'd get to. Like I had no idea that by creating more ease in my life, I would get to start feeling more joy and alive. But that's kind of through this other course that I'm taking, which is free, called Practicing the Way. They talk about this in their Sabbath practice, that it's a natural progression from stopping, resting, to then delighting and then worshipping. You can't experience delight if you haven't rested well. If you're just tired and grumpy and struggling and just striving through life, then you're going to struggle to feel joy. And so I've just noticed through that Sabbath practice, that's another thing that I've done this year to create more ease. Every Sunday I try to have a technology-free day and a clear schedule, no chores, with delicious food and set activities that give me joy and bring me to life. Through that time, I've been able to rest more, and when you're more well rested, you can experience more joy and become more alive. So alive became my next word. And then, as I was looking back, I found more words. So one is enjoy, which I guess kind of ties into this whole idea. When you have more ease, you can become more alive, which essentially means you are enjoying life. Like the times when I'm feeling full of life, I'm enjoying the moment. I'm enjoying life. And then the fourth word kind of ties into that. So princess, and this goes to, or has a lot to do with the princess ball that I threw for my birthday, my 40th birthday, where basically, I just learned that through me fully enjoying myself that night, other people were given permission and freedom to enjoy themselves as well. I had so many people come up to me say, it was just so wonderful to see you enjoying yourself. And it gave them joy to see me enjoying myself. I was like, really? Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's so cool. And then one friend just said, you're a real life princess. You're royal. You're a powerful queen. You're doing real princess work, because she saw that the party was princess work, where it was just about letting people know that they matter and that they are worthy and that they're all princesses, and that we can all enjoy life together and enjoy who we are together. So princess became a word, and from that party I learned I don't have to just be a princess. Like, the party was a chance for me to live my princess dreams for one day, but the party showed me that I can live like a princess every day. So I want to live like a princess all my life. So that's become another word. And then finally, my final word, because I'm trying to come up with at least 5 things each time I do these lists. So I came up with one more word, with treasure. So this same friend who was telling me that I was a real life princess doing princess work, she said that I was showing people treasure. It was like I was taking people into a cave and showing them the treasure that I had found. And when I told this to another friend, she gave the analogy of, now I'm coming out of the cave and now I'm throwing treasure everywhere and showing everyone that there's treasure everywhere. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love that. And it ties in so well with my book, Lamp in Dark Places, because that book essentially was about me going into caves and finding treasure in the dark times, in the dark places, in the struggles. And my sequel to Lamp in Dark Places is going to be all about just coming out of the cave and throwing the treasure everywhere. So it was just all very fitting. So the way I decorated this page was I got this glitter frame and just wrote the word for the year inside it, words for the year inside it, along with the day and the date, which I'm going to do for every page, for every prompt. Then I just put the Disney castle there, which is a print that I got from Etsy because it's been a print I've always wanted to add to my gallery wall. So my birthday party was an excuse to get it, and I used it to decorate the wall at the Princess Ball. And then just one of the cards that I created for my guests, "You are a princess." So that's just me using ephemera from the party to speak to that idea of princess. And it all joins in together in that a princess for me is someone who enjoys life, who enjoys being themselves, who has come alive, who goes through life with ease. Yes, there's still struggles, but they go through it with ease and kindness and grace and beauty, and they are always looking for the treasure and showing the treasure. That's what a princess does. So yeah, I just love how this first page came together. There's a little gap on the left-hand side in the middle of the two printables. So I want to add, when I finish this journal, some diamantes, or some sequins, just to make it a little bit more sparkly and to represent that princess treasure. But yeah, because it's going to be a bit bulky, I won't do that till the very end. And maybe at the end I'll just add diamantes everywhere. But just not now, because, I don't want to have the bumps when I'm trying to write on other pages when it rests on top of those diamantes, but that's my intention. And then on this right hand side page with the ledger, it was perfect for me to just be able to use those lines to write about each word. So I just dedicate a little bit of a paragraph to each word, explaining it. And yeah, it's a really great way to sort of document my year through words. So have fun with this prompt. Maybe you already have a word for the year, or maybe looking back, you can think of what your word for the year might be. And can you track the different, seasons of the year? Can you think of 3 to 5 words that can document your year? And this is a good chance to sort of reflect back on your life, on the year. And is there a word that you can use to describe each season of your life so far this year? You can leave space as well if you want, if maybe in this last bit of the year, maybe another word will come. Yeah, I love using words as a way to sort of, document a year, to reflect on it and to categorize it and to make sense of it, basically, to make sense of it. And then once I have my words, I want to be intentional about being active with them. So with princess, I want to live like a princess every day. So how can I do that? I want to decorate my room like a princess. I want to share princess insights. I want to keep letting people know that they are princesses. And with, the word treasure, I want to decorate my pages with sparkles, and I want to decorate myself with sparkles by wearing sparkly clothes. And I want to keep finding the treasure all around me, and I want to keep passing that on, sharing the treasure with everyone else, showing them the treasure that I find and helping others to see the treasure that is all around them too. And I want to continue doing things that will create more ease in my life, and keep doing things that will make me come alive, so that I can just fully enjoy this life. So here I'm just writing the day and the date. And I really hope you have fun with the prompt. Feel free to write in the comments what your words are and anything that you want to share about that. And have fun reflecting and thinking about how you can actively bring about these words in your life. So there's my page. I really, really like it for my first page. And thank you so much for watching this first video, and I'll see you tomorrow with the next prompt.